Hey guys, how are you doing? So I'll be doing a quick trade breakdown on a trade I took on gold that was earlier this week. So yeah, let's do a quick top-down analysis on gold. So this is the daily time frame on gold. So we can see gold literally pushed all the way down to grab liquidity, induced everybody, tested this point of interest and make it visible. So it came into this point of interest and we saw price literally gave us this reaction. So if we zoom down to the 4 hours time frame, we'll be able to see exactly what gold was doing. So just understanding it from the left hand side, because it's very important to understand what the chart is doing. So for me, most importantly, I need to know what I need to mark out this sell to buy. It is critical to how I trade. Then aside that, you want to take note of the order flow we have here. So we have transfer of money from this to this level. Now, does this mean price can't come down here to give you something? Sorry, does it mean price can't come beneath this level? It can definitely come down here, but this is first order flow before it becomes liquidity for future use. So when gold did all of this, we had this range to the upside, we had a bunch of liquidity where price could literally react from. So we had this extreme zone. This is the extreme point of interest, and that was the exact place I had a trade from. So when gold came all the way down here, I anticipated that we'd have a reaction from this level and we will be heading for liquidity. So meaning price will be heading to sweep all of this liquidity. So, and that was exactly what price did. My target was quite on point. So where exactly did I enter? What did I see? And how did I go about it? So let's zoom in to this place. We could check on a lower time frame, but we really don't need to check on a lower time frame because as soon as I saw price down here, I just executed. Or if we go to a lower time frame, say 15-minute time frame, we'll be able to see what gold did and we'll be able to see other entry opportunities. Though I only took one entry, I wasn't available for the other entry opportunities. So if we zoom down here, so when we come down here, it's very simple. So as soon as I saw gold somewhere down here, I had this entry here and my stops went beneath this green zone because that is the legit thing to do. And my TP all the way up here. My TP was all the way up here. So this is a 1 to 9. Now the question now is where are the potential opportunities to literally re-enter a trade? So we had this breaker level, but price didn't necessarily come back there. Then we have all of this reaction from here. Now this is where it gets very interesting. So I have this liquidity level, price grabbed, try to react, but this way, these are signs that price really doesn't want to go lower because you can see the buy pressure very active. You can see the sell pressure is very weak. So price pushed higher again. Now around there, I'm still not buying because I don't like the way this closed to the upside with a long rejection. So as soon as price created this push to the upside, that was where I was interested. So now let's zoom in and check exactly what price did. So what happened here was literally a form of liquidity grab too, but it did not follow through. It was a form of liquidity grab that failed, but didn't follow through. So let's zoom in here to maybe the 15-minute time frame. We could go to the 5-minute. We could go lower to see exactly what price did. For me, most times I usually don't necessarily have to go lower than the 15-minute time frame. So from here we can see now, just breaking it down, we have this liquidity level. We had price grabbing this, it pushed lower like this. It tried to push low, but we didn't get any of this reaction. Now people attempted to sell from somewhere here, but this failed, leading to this range. So price came, induced everybody, and we have a trade. So that place exactly is where my trade setup is going to be. That's where I will be looking to buy from. So that's the thing with patience in this market, like knowing the exact place where you are buying from and the exact place where you are buying to. So it's not just buying, it is also knowing your target. Now this is both a liquidity grab and a new high. It's both ways. So I'll just put a new high and I'll put, yeah, it's both liquidity and it's also a new high. Now from here we have this. So this is the zone. Anywhere from down here, I don't necessarily have to go to a very lower time frame to see what I need to see. All I can see is that we have this liquidity, price came here to sweep it, and I could prove to you that price swept that liquidity, because if I zoom in very well, you can see price literally swept it. So your entry would have been triggered. Then the secondary entry was from here, price literally like created a new range, and on its way back down, a simple re-entry. So we have this POI like this. Price came here, entry here, your stops goes beneath this level, and you are literally targeting the highs. Now, there are so many other entry opportunities just inside this one setup, but I won't be going into too much details with that. Maybe some other day. I want this video to be as short as possible, very short, very explanatory. So this is the first entry, just a market execution entry here, because I met price down here, and this was a very valid zone for me to take a trade from. And as soon as price started pushing up, I definitely want to enter the market in a logical level. I just don't want to enter in the middle of nowhere. So I have a system, I have structure to how I re-enter the markets and what I look out for. So literally, as soon as price is doing all of this, there's this entry, re-entry, and there's also this re-entry. So it comes from understanding what price is doing, understanding that there's this point of interest here that price did not follow through with. So meaning I have this here, price gave a reaction but could not follow through with it. This is signs of bullishness. So price went ahead to do all of this, and we have a trade. So that's what led to this re-entry. So this is a 1 to 9, this is a 1 to 9, this is also a 1 to 12. So just on these few trades, you could have had a number of re-entry opportunities. And if at all you didn't want to target all the way up here, you could literally set your targets to this level, because all of this here, all of this right here, they were all liquidity. So just in case all of this sounds too good to be true for you, you could literally decide to target all of this liquidity. And for this, you have a 1 to 5. For this, you have a 1 to 6. These things are things that are very possible. I'm not trying to sell anybody a dream. These are things that are very possible, and these are trades that I took. So I'll add a screenshot to this trade. And yeah, like that's all there is to this particular trade. So like, share, and subscribe to this channel, because I'll be dropping more breakdowns like this. So yeah, I'll see you on the next one.